Hi Dollar Divas, welcome to Behind the Vanity. I'm Jessica. So today we're going to be testing some new Dollar Tree makeup. I found a few brand name things on my last Dollar Tree trip and yeah, I just wanted to test them out. And I have a couple other products that I hauled some time ago and have not gotten around to using yet. If you are new to my channel, I do like to make a lot of Dollar Tree oriented makeup and haul content. So if that's your thing, definitely make sure you hit the subscribe button and become one of my Dollar Divas. Of course, if you're returning, welcome back. And as always, you know I will have my Dollar Tree makeup and haul playlist linked down below, as well as my Get Ready With Me playlist linked down below so you can binge watch more videos like this. So yeah, without any further chit chat, let's just go ahead and play with some new Dollar Tree makeup. So I'm going to start out with my eyebrows by using this Beauty Essentials eyebrow pencil. I have used this in a couple of videos already, but I want to work with it a little bit more. And today's kind of exciting because usually I don't have a lot of new face products to try, and today I do. I have a foundation from Flower Beauty that I can try. I have a Maybelline concealer kit that I'm going to be trying, as well as a new blush. And then, like I said, there's a lot of products here that you've seen in hauls, but I have not yet used in a Get Ready With Me. So like I said, this pencil here, and I still kind of feel the same way as I do my eyebrows right now. I do not like this as much as the LA Colors brow pencil. And the reason is because it's just a little bit too creamy for my taste. I like a little bit more tug. So if you find that you do not like the consistency of the LA Colors brow pencil because it's not creamy enough, you will like this if you find it at your Dollar Tree. See, I tend to mess up my brows a lot if it's too creamy. I feel like this is not going as easy as it normally does. But like I said, if you like a creamier pencil, you will probably love this because this really, it's a very nice pencil. I should like it more than the LA Colors, but I don't know, maybe I'm just a little weird. The LA Colors one just kind of feels better to me. And I don't know, just easier for me to work with. Okay, needed to get my hair out of my face. So there we go. I'm not gonna mess with these anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and clean them up, and we will be using the concealer kit that I found for cleaning up the eyebrows as well as concealing. So like I said, you will like this if you like a little bit of a creamier brow product. So super exciting, I found this Maybelline New York Master Camo Color Correcting Kit. This is in medium. So it comes with this little brush, which, you know, probably in a pinch would be great. So it comes with 2 correctors, 2 concealers, and then 2 highlighters. So this is what it looks like. And we're gonna just kind of try as many as we can. I'm gonna go with this top concealer shade right here, and I'm just gonna use my regular brush that I normally use. And I might even go in with some of the highlighter on top of this. I think in some ways, ideally, it would have been better had I been able to find the light version of this, because I do, you know, I do love a lighter concealer. So far for this purpose, I'm not loving this as much as I like my recent e.l.f. find. I found a corrector from the Dollar Tree by e.l.f. and it's a creamy kind of a concealer, and it's in a light shade, so I like it better naturally, but you know, this will do the job. I think I'm gonna go in with some of that top highlighter shade there. Maybe it will brighten it up just a tad. Maybe a little bit. This is very creamy though, and I think it's gonna do a great job concealing for sure. I'm gonna put some of the color corrector on my lid. Kind of blend that out and give kind of a nice canvas for our shadow. That looks really nice. I'm happy with the result. So far, so good. Like I said, I do think I would have liked a lighter shade, but so now we're gonna go into eyeshadow, and I have a couple of eyeshadow singles that I hauled and have not used on my channel. So I've got these 2. I did a full face of Beauty Essentials about a month ago or so, and I'll have it linked down below, but I had 6 eyeshadow singles from them, and there were 2 that I did not use in that video. This one here is Progressive, and this one here is Helpful. Then I've had this for probably almost a year. I got this a while back at the Dollar Tree. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Paints Metallic. This is in brass knuckles. This is what the packaging looks like, and it's a metallic gold. So I think between the 3 of these, I'm gonna come up with a look, and I also have a recent find from NYX It's the Liquid Crystal Glitter Liner, and this is in Crystal Gold. So I'm gonna go into the shade Helpful, and I'm gonna kind of put it all over my lid. These are kind of shimmery shadows from this brand, but you know, I created a really nice look, I feel, when I did a full face of this brand. And so, you know, I've come to realize it's not so scary to have kind of all shimmers and satins. You know, sometimes I am a little uncomfortable if there's not a matte, but it really ends up not being all that bad. These are really creamy, wonderful eyeshadows. See, that is just going on there really, really nice. See how pretty that is, how easy that goes on. These are amazing, you guys. I wish they had more colors. Of course, all the colors that they have are kind of in this gold, warm, purple type of a color story. I wish they had other stuff, but who knows, maybe they'll come out with more. So now I'm gonna go in with this shade here, Progressive. It's kind of like an eggplant shade. And I'm gonna kind of use this to kind of smoke it out a little bit. Like I said, I'm really just wanting to try some new eyeshadows, and I know we can make just about anything work. These shadows too here have the potential of being really good one and dones, because they're, like I said, they're not too shimmery, but they're not matte, and they really could just be where you just slap a color on your lid and you could be done. So now I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal eyeshadow. Of course, I'm gonna use a wet brush for this. And I'm really excited to try this. Like I said, I've had this for a long time now. Wow. Wow, that's really intense. Wow, that is gorgeous. This look is gonna be a little different just because I am trying to make a couple things work that are kind of left over in my collection, but so we're gonna stop there, put liner, lashes, all that good stuff, move on to the face, and then of course, as always, this is my mascara of the moment from the Dollar Tree. It's the Beauty Essentials. It's kind of the best thing I've found because personally, I haven't really ever found any good mascara at the Dollar Tree, but this seems to be about the best from there. It's not great. Also too, my eyelashes aren't great either, but I do find that I prefer this over LA Colors kind of any day. And I've got some new eyelashes that we'll be using. So this is just something to have underneath them, of course. And for liquid liner, I'm gonna use the Beauty Essentials liquid eyeliner. It comes on a traditional kind of like a brush. And honestly, between this one, now that I've worked with it a little bit more, between this and the LA Colors, either matte that comes on a wand, or I like the pen, the felt tip pen. This isn't quite as good, and the reason is because I've had to like take off my eyelashes and put them back on, and the lashes will lift this off. Whereas it doesn't seem to do that with the LA Colors. But I will say, I like, this applies really nice. It makes it very easy to get a very thin line, which is not always the case. So while that dries, I do have some new eyelashes. I've had a couple pairs of these. I actually have a new pair, but they're the LA Colors Jewel Eyes. And I mentioned recently, I didn't know if they had other styles, but they do. I found 2 other styles and picked one of each up. This is the style Brilliant. Then there's another style that I picked up. The ones I usually wear are called Precious, I believe. I picked up another set too. They're a little bit more dramatic than this. And so now, as far as I know, there are 3 styles, but I really like these lashes. I feel these are every bit as good as like Ardell's and all that kind of thing. And if Ioni's are a little bit too dramatic or a little too heavy for you, these are a little bit lighter if you like a lighter lash. They've got a thinner band. They're just a little bit more along the lines of like an Ardell or Salon Perfect. Of course, I'm gonna use my Ioni lash glue. So I'm gonna let my liner dry, pop these eyelashes on, and I will be right back. Okay, so my lashes are on, and like I said, see these lashes are really pretty. You know, they're dainty, but these are a good happy medium where they're not too dramatic, but they're dramatic enough for most of us, even me. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the face, come back to the eyes, and I'm very excited today because I mentioned recently in a video that I was hoping to run across some Flower Beauty foundation, and I have. So now the shade is a little questionable. It might be quite a bit light for me, but as you know, we can always darken it up. So this is the Flower Beauty EE Erase Everything Ultimate Foundation. I have the color Porcelain Tint, which is, like I said, may be incredibly light for me. but it's better than it being too dark for me. So I am encouraged. And I like it was all packaged up. That way no one can open it up, squeeze it out in the store and use it the way people do. So it has this like twist kind of cap, which is really cool. And it's got this brush here, which of course means you can squeeze it through. And usually I'll do that and apply it, but I kind of hate this method of application. So there it comes, so it's coming through. And we will just, I mean, that's light, but I don't think it's gonna be horrible. Oh, so I just did this, but I also do have a new blender sponge, so I'm gonna look at you and talk to you like this. So it's just the Sassy Chic blender sponge. So I'm gonna go wet it, I'll be right back. Now I know some of my Dollar Divas like the Flower Beauty BB cream or tinted moisturizer. I bought some of that a while back, and I don't know if it's just the shade that is a little too dark for me or the product, but I did not care for it for my skin. But I know skin, you know, skin is very personal. Face products are very personal. What works for one doesn't work for someone else and vice versa. So we'll see how this performs for me personally. So it's a little light, but nothing that we can't fix. And it does look really smooth on my skin. I wasn't really sure it was gonna blend in very well. I kind of thought it was just gonna kind of be patchy, but almost has like a powder-like finish. I don't even think you can really see it on camera, but in person it has kind of like a powder-like finish. So now we're gonna go in with more of the concealer. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and use the light concealer. I'm just gonna apply it with my finger and then blend it with my brush. I feel like it's doing a really good job concealing because and I don't know if it's just because this foundation was a little light for me, my under eye, my circles the darkness around my eyes looked really bad. That has really brightened it up. I'm gonna put some more just kind of in my trouble zones. So far so good. Like I said, some of the darker colors are a little dark, except maybe when I'm tan, it'll be good. I can use the bottom row a little bit more, and then like times like now where I'm not tan, I can use the top row. And then of course, you know, you have your yellow and your peach, and those are designed to kind of counteract certain tones, you know. So we'll end up going back into that highlighter, but we're gonna move on to bronzer and blush. So for bronzer, I've only used this once before in a Get Ready With Me, although I have another shade of this, but this is the LA Colors bronzer. This is in bronze. So I'm just gonna pop this on. I always like to start with my chin. These are really nice little bronzers. If you've never used them before and you've been afraid because they're a little shimmery or they look a little shimmery, it's nothing offensive, you guys, I promise. If you've been afraid of these because they look a little shimmery and it seems intimidating, it's really nothing offensive. There's a lot of color payoff. Might have a little bit of extra glow, but you know, who says that that's a bad thing? I'm gonna go a little light on this. Okay, so I'm gonna stop there. I always go so heavy-handed on everything. So I've got this blush in Pearlescent Pink, and I found the other shade. It's called Keep It Peachy. It's the Wet n Wild Color Icon. And I did see the other day in, I think it was Walgreens, they still have, you know, the Pearlescent Pink, and because that's been a shade that's been around forever, and of course you see it at the Dollar Tree and you think it's going away, but they just changed the packaging. They changed the packaging to like a round container. That's been around like forever, you guys. These blushes, I find them to be amazing. So that's the shade. It's very kind of, well, it's very peachy. It's not really coral. So I'm very excited to try this. That's a really nice shade. I wasn't sure if there would be a lot of color payoff or not. I'm gonna put a little bit, but man, it does. And that's a gorgeous shade. I don't have any shade like this in my collection. Of course, I tend to gravitate towards the same shades of blush, you know? So I don't have something like this in my collection, and this is gorgeous. That's beautiful. Super glad I picked this up. Just an awesome shade. Very unassuming. Like I said, I didn't think that would have a lot of color payoff, but it's beautiful. So I just did a video, if you missed it, where I kind of give you the Ultimate Dollar Tree Makeup Brush Starter Kit. This was on there. It's my stippling brush from e.l.f. And I love to use this for cream, even liquid like highlighting products and all that good stuff. So I am gonna try this highlighter. I'm gonna just go into this top highlighter shade here, and I am gonna use I'm gonna kind of put some on my finger and put it where I want it, and then kind of move it around with the stippling brush. Okay, this is subtle but really nice. This might be really good if you want to highlight without having like any glitter or super shine or anything like that. Kind of like the, I don't think they make this product anymore. I still have it, and I love it, but I don't think they make it. But it's the Benefit Shy Beam, and it's like a matte highlighter, which basically I think it means it don't have glitter in it. It just kind of lightens up areas, and that's kind of like that. I think that's not really gonna have any glitter in it, so that's really nice. You know, like I said, sometimes I have to open myself to like other things, you know what I mean, that like aren't what I normally think is normal. So now I'm just gonna finish with a little bit of powder, and I'm gonna use another Dollar Tree find from about a year ago, is my Wet n Wild Coverall. Of course, it's well loved. I really like this stuff a lot. I'm just gonna go in with a brush because I don't really feel incredibly shiny or anything, and any little bit of glow that I do have, I wanna keep. So I'm just kind of going on my T-zone, and that's it. That's all I'm gonna do for that. So now we're gonna finish up the eyes. I'm gonna go in with some pencil liner, and I'm gonna use this. This is not a Dollar Tree find, but it is, I think I got this at the Family Dollar or Big Lots, one of the two. It's this LA Colors Jumbo Eye Pencil, and it's just, I think the name of it is called Sunglasses, but it's basically black. And I'm gonna go in on my upper waterline. I've got something else for my lower waterline. So on my lower waterline, I've got these, they're new from LA Colors at the Dollar Tree, the LA Colors Marshmallow Eye Pencil. I've got white in this yellow shade, and I think I'm gonna go in my waterline with the yellow. It'll brighten up my eyes a bit and kind of play off the gold. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go into this first shade that we use, and I'm gonna line all under my eyes with that, and then use the purple, the second shade, kind of more on the outer part. So I'm gonna take my liner brush. Then I'm gonna go into the other shade, the more purple shade, and I'm gonna concentrate this towards the outside. Now for a little bit of fun, actually I think I'm gonna highlight under my brow bone first. I think what I'm gonna use is the white Jumbo Eye Pencil. I'm just gonna kind of put a little bit of this underneath, and then I'm gonna kind of smudge it a bit. And now we're gonna have a little bit of fun and go in with this glitter liner. Of course, if you've never used this type of a product, you can use this product a bunch of different ways. You can put it on a brush and kind of add all over glitter. You can do a line up here. You can line your lash line. I go into the inner corner a lot, and I'm trying to think of how I wanna do it today. I think I might go up like this. Although I don't know that that's doing a whole lot. So I think what I'm going to do, and it would if I didn't have the gold, so it's a little bit too close to the gold. So I'm gonna go into my inner corner. Oh yeah, that's where it's at, you guys. Also gonna bring it a little bit underneath. And this is a subtle effect too. If you're afraid of glitter, don't be afraid of these liners, because it's very fine, very easy to control. It's a very subtle effect. See, like I've got that in my inner corner. I even made a little bit of a mess, and it's just very, very, very subtle. I'm gonna add a little bit up here, just because I did it on the other eye. So yeah, just like I said, a very subtle but pretty effect, especially if you're a little bit afraid. So now we're gonna finish up with lips, and I do have a couple new products. This is the Wet n Wild Gel Lip Liner. I've had a color or two of these. This is a new color. This is in Gone Burgundy. And I've got a Hard Candy Plumping Lip Gloss that I have not used yet. This is the shade Fiery. So it's this really, really pretty shade. It'll go really pretty with this eye look. It's got a little bit of sparkle in it. It's kind of a plum. Wow, that is so creamy. They do have a couple different shades of these. I think I have one that's in like a pink. I'm really happy to have found like a shade like this, because this is what I tend to gravitate towards. And we're gonna go in with the Plumping Gloss. It's actually got kind of a metallic effect, actually. It's a little bit more dramatic than I expected, but that's okay. I can be dramatic. So this is the finished look, and it's just really pretty for the holidays. Very dramatic, of course. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed another testing out new Dollar Tree makeup get ready with me video. If you did, show me you did by hitting that like button. We tried a lot of really nice products today. Like I said, some I found very recently at my Dollar Tree and some I've been hanging on to for a little while. So yeah, it was fun to get to play with some of these products and get this look. And if you do enjoy more videos like this, make sure you check out in the description box below my Get Ready With Me playlist and my Dollar Tree Makeup and Haul playlist, so you can watch more videos like this if this is your type of thing. Don't forget to subscribe and also share this video with anyone you think may enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.